Charlie was an easygoing stepdad who stayed out of the way when Diane went on a warpath with either daughter. Even during her phone call, Antonia pictured Charlie somewhere in the background, quietly reading the morning paper. Your problem with Derek is what? Why don't you like him? Well, if you want the honest answer, I'll just say this. I don't like how you act when you're with him. When you brought his bougie ass down here, you worried over him like he was the king of Saudi Arabia. Antonia straightened in her chair. Her mother was opening the full armory for this argument. Now wait a minute. I saw you fix that boy a plate. Diane continued. Now, I didn't teach you girls to fix any man's plate, like some sad housewife. I fixed him a plate to make him comfortable, Mom. It's called being nice. Was he that uncomfortable in my home? Was Florida too country for his delicate self? Mom, we're from Chicago. Anyone would be wary of going to the Panhandle. I don't even know why you live there. Her mother brushed off her comment and delivered the final blow. The point is, I don't like the little stuck-up brat who thinks he's too good for your family. He looks down his nose at me like I didn't break my back raising 2 successful daughters. I didn't raise you and Octavia to take any wooden nickels. And, honey, you're about to marry one. Antonia held her tongue and her breath. If she said exactly what was on her mind, the damage would be irreparable. But then every life-altering decision she made came with unsolicited advice from Diane. Whether it was jobs, boyfriends, or haircuts, her mother made certain to throw her 2 cents into any situation. For some reason, Diane's lectures only made Antonia anxious. Her sister, more self-possessed than she, usually shrugged these arguments off and continued doing what she pleased. Sensitive Antonia did her best to hold her own against overbearing Diane. Nevertheless, she gripped her editing pen so tightly her brown knuckles turned white. After a long beat and a deep breath, Antonia started again. Mother, our wedding is in 4 days. Will you be here or not? I'm trying to tell you not to have the wedding, Tony. Aren't you listening to me? Antonia rubbed the space between her eyes. A stress headache was approaching. You're being unreasonable, and you know it, she said in a low voice. Derek and I are happy together. Sure, he's a little bougie or whatever, but that's because he grew up with money. You can't hold wealth against him. He's been nothing but nice to you, and you're just finding any little thing to criticize him for. Diane heaved another sigh. Tony, can we talk about this later? Charlie and I are already late for dinner. Shoving Antonia off the phone with a flimsy excuse? Classic Diane Harper move. I'll call you tonight. Antonia rolled her eyes upward, catching a glimpse of her friend and fellow editor, Eddie, standing in her doorway. He made a cautious gesture, and Antonia waved him inside. As soon as he closed the door behind him, Antonia returned to her mother. I can't talk tonight, Mom. Derek and I are meeting with the wedding planner, and then we're having dinner with his parents. She hoped her sneaky maneuver would pressure her mother into making a decision on the phone. Instead, Diane took the opportunity to start on Derek's parents. Oh! Where is the judge and his sedity wife taking y'all tonight? I don't know, Antonia said as she tapped her pen on her desk in irritation. Eddie glanced down at her nervous hand and arched a brow. I can come back, he whispered. Antonia shot him a glare and shook her head. Well, you let his mother cut his steak, baby. Mom, don't you kick me off the phone without an answer. Are you and Charles coming or not? Because this wedding is definitely happening. Eddie appeared uncomfortable. like he'd much rather be any.